Sunrise Radio.
You're on Sunrise Radio with me, Shabnam Sahi. Now, the Home Office is developing a more digital and streamlined border and immigration system. As part of this, the Home Office is replacing physical immigration documents with a digital proof of immigration status, which is an eVisa, of course. Although millions of people already have and use eVisas, including everyone granted status under the EU settlement scheme, throughout 2024, people who currently use physical immigration documents to prove their status and rights in the UK, we are now being urged to take action to access our eVisas at gov.uk/eVisas. Joining me on the show today, a very special guest, Harjap Singh Bhangal, who is a leading UK immigration solicitor with over 20 years of experience and a prominent media presence. He's known as the immigration guru. He provides accessible advice through TV, radio, and of course, his weekly show, Legal Solutions. Harjap is renowned for simplifying complex legal matters, building trust, and offering invaluable support to the community. Harjap, welcome to Sunrise.
Thank you. What an introduction.
What is the eVisa campaign all about? What is it and why is this transition occurring?
eVisa is a change of visa. Before, visas used to be issued on paper or via a digital card or a stamp in a passport. But now with the world going digital, everything is transitioning and changing and replacing. Therefore, it's a form of online identity document which will be used to tell anyone about your status. It can't be lost. It can't be destroyed. It'll be there available on your phone. You don't have to worry about finding an old passport to show it. So it's actually just trying to keep up with the latest trends and technology and simplifying a lot of stuff, which is what new age technology is all about. That is essentially what an eVisa is. It's not a new application as such for a new visa. It's a transition.
You know, you've already answered my next question, but I still need to ask you, what do you think are the benefits of an eVisa? Also, what is the process? Those who have an ink stamp or a vignette sticker, which shows their indefinite leave to enter or to indefinitely remain in the UK. What is the process for them and what are the benefits?
Okay, so the benefits of it, you can't lose it. It can't be stolen. It can't be damaged. So a lot of cases when people have been abroad, people have lost their passports, or their passport has been damaged in the wash, or has received water damage, and as a result, they haven't got anything to show their status. But with an eVisa, it doesn't matter. Your status will always be there, and it'll always be on the system. And all you could have to do is have a mobile device of some sort just to prove it, or a printout to prove it. So you can prove your rights instantly. You don't have to go and look for your passport or look for your first passport from 1960 or 70, whenever you first came.
Absolutely.
Remember, a lot of people didn't have separate visas when they first came as youngsters. They came on their mother's passports, and their only identity was a name on there. So that will all be transitioned out now. Therefore, nobody will have to leave their passport with the Home Office again if you're waiting for a decision. It makes applications a lot more simpler. You can keep the Home Office updated with a UKVI account. If you change your details, you can update it instantly online. You don't have to write in and wait for a reply. It will cut out a lot of delays. It's easier for employers to show employers your right to work. They don't have to check. They don't have to write off to the Home Office, wait for replies. It's easy for landlords and employers to do. And, it won't affect your immigration status. They are the key benefits. Now, your second part of your question as to what do people with old stamps in their passports need to do. So they need to really transition over. They need to create something called a UKVI account. So the UKVI account is like any account you would open online. Say you want to go shopping at a store or online website, you open an account. You have an NHS online account. You have other accounts. So the UKVI is an immigration account as such, which helps with all your immigration statuses. So anyone with an old stamp and not a card will have to apply for something called a no time limit application first. That will be approved, and then they need to link it to their UKVI and eVisa account. So you need a UKVI account to make any sort of applications nowadays. Anybody with BRP cards might have a UKVI account. They already should have a UKVI account, and they just need to link it to an eVisa and transition over to an eVisa. So this is all a free service, and you get an eVisa, and it helps you transition from the old stamps that you used to receive at the airport or in the passports into this. So the process is very simple. It's very quick, so a lot of people have done it. It's very fast. They've received their e-visas in a matter of days, if not weeks. And there's no cost to it if you can do it yourself.
This will in no way affect a person's immigration status, right?
So your current immigration status will remain the same. So it's not a change in immigration status, and it's not a new application for a new visa. It's a transition.
What do e-visas mean for international travel?
Okay, so this is an area that's been of quite of concern. And before, it was that till the 31st of December, you had to get an e-visa in order to come back. So you can go abroad, but in order to come back, you should have an e-visa. However, what's happened is myself and a lot of other lawyers and a lot of people in the community organizations have pointed out to the government, look, not everybody has an e-visa yet, and not a lot of people are aware. In fact, a lot of people listening to this program right now might not be aware, and the deadline is approaching. So an extension, provisional extension, has been granted by Seema Malhotra, who's a minister, and she's granted an extension to the 31st of March 2025. So till the 31st of March 2025, you can still use your old cards and your old stamps to come back in and out of the UK. But after that, you will be expected to have an e-visa in order to come back. And so this could have been potentially, a problem. However, the government has realized in its wisdom that, we need a bit more time, and community, especially people in our communities,
absolutely,
South Asian communities need more time. And therefore, it's extended it to 31st of March. That doesn't mean people should leave it to the 29th of March to apply for the e-visa. Yeah? So that doesn't mean leave it to the last minute. If you're listening to this and you haven't done an e-visa, do it now, please.
I'm in conversation with Harjap Singh Bhangal, known as the immigration guru. Indeed, he is. Harjap, my last question to you. What kind of help and support is available for people who might feel a little unsure about what to do? If someone needs a bit of extra help to get this done, where should they go?
Okay, the first thing you should do, if you're elderly and you don't know, you're not very tech compliant or not very tech knowledgeable, and then what you need to do is try and grab a youngster in your family or someone, who knows their way around a PC and websites, and they can help you. So they can be nominated as a helper, and you can give limited access to account, and they can help you with your UKVI account. Also, if you know how to use the internet but just don't know how, feel a bit uncomfortable about the UKVI creating an account, there are plenty of videos on www.gov.uk about how to create a UKVI account and how to access the eVisa services. If you, despite all of this, you're having trouble, the Home Office has a resolution centre which provides support to anyone who's impacted by a transition to eVisa. You can just email them, telephone them, or have a web chat online about it with them, and they will help you out. Anyone who doesn't have an internet access or access to a mobile phone or computer or a laptop, you can get help through assisted digital service. They can offer phone support down the line. So a lot of community organisations are holding stalls and camps at places, at mandirs, gurdwaras, mosques, and at community centres where people can get help with this. And all the information is on a government site. It's www.gov.uk/eVisa. So you can search and all the help will be available to you on that, and you should be able to transition quickly. Some people have had problems, but they've been resolved by the Home Office once you email them. So it shouldn't be a problem at all.
Fantastic, Harjap. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for speaking to us on Sunrise. Just a sweet reminder, for more information, please head over to gov.uk/eVisa. Thank you so much.